In the 4 games the Jets played without Zach Wilson, they were putting up some really good numbers. They were one of the best units in the NFL. But in the 4 games they played with Zach Wilson since his return from injury, they've been putting up some pretty bad numbers. They are one of the worst units in the NFL. And since Zach Wilson is the starting quarterback, he's going to get the blame. If the Chiefs had a couple bad weeks offensively, Patrick Mahomes would get the blame because he's the starting quarterback. That's how the NFL works. But the blame and criticism he's been getting has been harsh and it's been excessive. The weapons at Zach Wilson's disposal since his return from injury have been pitiful. He's played with Corey Davis once, Elijah Moore twice, and Michael Carter one time. And he hasn't played a single game since his return from injury where all 3 of those players were active. So tell me how a rookie quarterback like Zach Wilson is supposed to play good football with terrible weapons at his disposal. Trevor Lawrence is getting the get-out-of-jail-free card because he has 0 weapons, but why isn't Zach Wilson? I really don't understand that. And also, Zach Wilson's defense has been terrible since he's returned from his injury. He only touched the ball like 3 times in the 3rd quarter in the game against the Eagles. Just tell me how Zach Wilson is supposed to play good football with bad weapons at his disposal and a terrible defense. He was basically been forced to play catch-up like in every game he's played this season since his return from injury. Just tell me how he's supposed to play good when those 2 things are happening to him. Zach Wilson also really just hasn't been playing bad either. He's actually been exceeding my expectations. With the minimum weapons he's been having and with the bad defensive performance, the play we've seen from Zach Wilson actually really hasn't been that bad. If you look at the statistics, what everyone else is doing, yeah, he's not putting up crazy. He's only thrown 2 passing touchdowns since his return from injury, and those were both in the same game. So really, he's only played 1 game since his return from injury where he's tossed a touchdown into the end zone. And people look at that and they're just saying, well, he's been doing terrible. You look at his passing yards and you're just like, well, he's been doing really bad. But look at his interception numbers. He has thrown 2 interceptions in his 4 games since his return from injury and hasn't thrown one in the past 2. Zach Wilson had 9 interceptions in 6 games before he was hurt. And he's played in multiple games this season where he's thrown 2 or more interceptions. And you look at his touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns before he was hurt in 6 games. He now has 5 touchdowns in 4 games since his return from injury. He's also been running the ball a lot more. He's had 3 rushing touchdowns in the past 4 games. And before his injury, the dude was not running the ball at all. He was always looking to make the pass play, would never use his legs. But he's been doing that a lot these past couple weeks. He's been using his legs. He's become a more mature player ever since his injury. And he's actually been better ever since his injury. It's just the weapons at his disposal have not been there. And that's really erased his opportunity to make all these big plays. The deep routes that he succeeded at before his injury have not been there for Zach Wilson. He doesn't have any deep threat receivers. Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, they're not there. And I also don't understand the criticism he was getting after that Miami game either. Not even Aaron Rodgers could have thrown it to an open receiver 10 yards down the field. That pass rush from Miami in the second half was just incredible. And to expect a rookie quarterback to ball out against that defense is just stupid. So why are we giving Zach Wilson all this hate? Why are we giving him all this criticism? I simply do not get it. You can try to convince me in the comment section, but I won't believe you. But feel free to comment. I would very much appreciate it. Anyway, that is all I got for you guys today. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button if you enjoyed this video. Follow me on social medias at Jude_Jazz on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok for more content. And as I said earlier, comment down below if you want to try and convince me about my Zach Wilson take, because you're not. But as I said, I would very much appreciate your comment. Well, anyway, that is all I got for you guys today. I'm your host, Jude, signing off for now. See you later. Peace.